What if you received a personal letter from Jesus himself, addressing your church's greatest weakness? Around 95 AD, 7 congregations in Asia Minor did exactly that. The Apostle John, exiled on the island of Patmos, received divine visions containing specific messages for churches struggling with unique challenges that still resonate today. Our journey begins in Ephesus, a bustling commercial hub known for the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The Ephesian church had impressive credentials. They worked hard, persevered through persecution, and successfully identified false apostles. Yet Jesus delivered a sobering message. I have this against you. You have forsaken the love you had at first. Revelation 2:4 reveals their fatal flaw. Despite their orthodoxy and endurance, they'd lost their passionate love for Christ. Their faith had become mechanical, routine, lifeless. Traveling north to Smyrna, we encounter a church facing severe economic persecution. This port city's Christians were literally poor, stripped of their livelihoods for refusing to participate in emperor worship. Yet Jesus calls them rich, promising that their suffering would be brief. Do not be afraid of what you are about to suffer, he encourages in Revelation 2:10. Be faithful even to the point of death, and I will give you life as your victor's crown. Pergamum presented different challenges entirely. This city housed the throne of Satan, likely referring to its massive altar to Zeus or its role as the center of emperor worship in Asia. The church here remained faithful despite living in Satan's backyard, but compromise had crept in. Some members followed the teaching of Balaam, participating in idol worship and sexual immorality. Jesus warns them to repent or face his swift judgment. Thyatira, known for its trade guilds and purple dye industry, harbored a dangerous prophetess called Jezebel. This woman, possibly using her actual name or a symbolic reference to the wicked queen, was leading believers into sexual immorality and idol worship. She claimed divine authority but promoted practices that directly contradicted Christian teaching. Jesus promises to strike down her followers unless they repent, demonstrating his intolerance for false teaching that corrupts his people. In Sardis, we find perhaps the most tragic situation. This church had a reputation for being alive, but Jesus declares them spiritually dead. Their works were incomplete before God. Like their city, which had fallen to enemies who climbed its seemingly impregnable walls while guards slept, the church had become complacent. Wake up, Jesus commands in Revelation 3:2. Strengthen what remains and is about to die. Philadelphia offers a refreshing contrast. This small, faithful church faced opposition from the local synagogue, but remained loyal to Christ's word. Despite their limited strength, they kept his commands and didn't deny his name. Jesus promises them an open door that no one can shut, representing opportunities for ministry and eventual entrance into his kingdom. Finally, we reach Laodicea, the wealthiest city in the region, famous for its banking, textile industry, and medical school. Yet their church was spiritually bankrupt. You are lukewarm, Jesus declares in Revelation 3:16, neither hot nor cold. I am about to spit you out of my mouth. Their material prosperity had bred spiritual indifference. They thought they needed nothing, but Jesus reveals they're wretched, pitiful, poor, blind, and naked. Each message follows a pattern. Jesus identifies himself with specific attributes, acknowledges what he knows about them, offers commendation or correction, issues warnings or promises, and concludes with a call to listen and overcome. These weren't generic letters, but precisely targeted communications, addressing each congregation's specific circumstances. The challenges these churches faced mirror struggles in modern Christianity. Like Ephesus, we can maintain correct doctrine while losing our love for Christ. Like Smyrna, we may face persecution for our faith. Like Pergamum and Thyatira, we might compromise with worldly values or tolerate false teaching. Like Sardis, we can appear spiritually alive while being spiritually dead. Like Philadelphia, we can remain faithful despite opposition. Like Laodicea, material prosperity can breed spiritual complacency. Jesus concludes each letter with the phrase, "Whoever has ears, let them hear what the Spirit says to the churches." These messages weren't just for ancient congregations, but for all believers throughout history. They remind us that Christ knows our struggles, sees our hearts, and calls us to overcome through his strength, promising eternal rewards to those who remain faithful despite their unique challenges.